Welcome back. We're less than 12 hours away from the deadline for American troops to pull out of Afghanistan. Rockets were fired overnight at Kabul airport, but as many as 5 of those rockets were intercepted. There are no initial reports of American casualties. The State Department saying about 250 Americans are still trying to leave the country, well down from what it was. And as the clock ticks on getting those remaining Americans out and Afghans as well, what is the political fallout? Abdul Hakim Shabazz, editor of Indie Politics, joining me now to talk about the political impact. First off, good morning to you, Abdul.
Good morning, my friend. Always good to be here.
You as well. Let's go ahead and start with the bipartisan reaction to the latest developments.
Obviously, this is a tragedy for our nation, for our country. Nearly a dozen of our fellow American citizens lost their lives in a vicious attack. Not just Americans, but also these Americans who signed up, who volunteered to make the ultimate sacrifice for their country. And as someone who's had family members in the military, my heart just go out to the families right now, because this is a tragic loss in our country.
And as you'd expect, a lot of people are talking about the approval ratings of the president. When something like this happens, they always look to that. I just checked this morning. President Biden's is down to 47%. It was in the mid-50s just a few weeks ago, higher than his predecessor, lower than President Obama's. But people have sometimes short-term memories of what's happened, and you have some political, I guess, history of that.
Yes, because, for example, back in 1983, Ronald Reagan lost 241 Marines in Lebanon in a vicious terrorist attack. Back in 1993, former President Bill Clinton lost, some folks may recall, lost several soldiers in the Somalia offensive. So history does show these things. Unfortunately, they do happen. But as you mentioned, Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton specifically, they're both reelected by distinct margins. So you have to take these instances, as tragic as they are, when it comes to the politics of it, with a grain of salt. Because number one, midterm elections are still a year and several months away. A day in politics is a lifetime. So lots of things can happen between now and then to change the course of our nation's discussion.
Yeah, and the same thing on the flip side, because I remember when President Bush's approval ratings, especially when he gave that speech on the pile of rubble after 9/11, they soared to like 88%, and those dropped. And also at the same time, at this time, President Trump's were down like 37. His soared another 10 points just after this point in his presidency. So things can change pretty quickly.
Yes, and that's why we always have to take polling with a grain of salt. Even though I just finished a poll about some situation in Barron County, a poll is just a snapshot in time. It lets you know what people are thinking that particular moment, at that particular juncture in the narrative. Like I said, talk to us tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. All that could change. That's extremely important to keep in mind. But what's important right now, though, is to get those remaining 200-something odd Americans out of there, or get everyone out. Americans, Afghans who helped us during the conflict who want to leave and get them out. I think that's what the Biden's big goal is going to have to be over the course of the next few days, is to take care of those remaining Americans.
Yeah, and it seems both Republicans and Democrats, the timeline sometimes shifts a little bit, have been for that. Very few think we should stay there indefinitely, at least with a massive force. But that's the first time in nearly 20 years there will be no U.S. forces on the ground really in Afghanistan in terms of in numbers.
Exactly. And Afghanistan has always been sort of an odd place to sort of police and govern to begin with, because Afghanistan has had no history of democracy. So our efforts to nation build, once again, fell sharp and fell flat. But the Russians have tried this before. Other nations have tried this before. Afghanistan is it's not even a country. It's more of just a region governed by 12 tribes. So they're looking for natural borders in Afghanistan, trying to bring things under control, was always suspect to begin with.
Yeah, and ISIS-K, or just ISIS plain, basically enemies of the Taliban. And do you see those two just fighting this out, or how's that going to even work?
I can see easily a civil war, kind of Afghanistan sort of going back to where it used to be before the American and Russian intervention, just basically a bunch of tribes fighting each other. I can easily see the Taliban and ISIS-K, going after each other. So the question is, which do you prefer, a rattlesnake or rattlesnake?
Exactly. Abdul Hakim Shabazz, thank you very much for being here. As always, very insightful.
Hey, thank you, sir. Always good to be here with my friends at Fox 59.
Sure. Lindy, over to you.